The Browns front office is in absolute chaos. Kevin Stefanski just kicked Shedeur Sanders off the scout team. Deion's golden boy isn't even allowed to practice with the scrubs, while Bailey Zappe steals his reps. Sources say this is more than football, it's politics and a power struggle ripping Cleveland apart.
Shedeur is not even running scout team. He's literally watching everyone play. Bailey Zappe's running scout team. I don't know if that's true. That's what I'm hearing. Why is he on the team? Why is he even here? If that's what you think about, because his jersey is selling, the Haslam's don't need jersey money. Then why is he on the team if he's not even running scout team?
If you're a fan of Deion's baby boy, this ain't good.
Hey, so, yo, I know you done heard by now. So the word is, they not even giving Shedeur reps. The man not working scout team. I told y'all when they brought Bailey in, anybody that's been on Kevin's squad, anybody that he could say, hey, he knows the offense better than him. Anybody. It's pretty much a wrap, y'all. I don't know what Cleveland got going on. How you not giving this man the scout team? Bailey ain't nothing. Bailey, you know good and well, bro. You just clocking in on easy money. Bailey clocking in on easy money, but you can't fault it.
The Cleveland Browns front office is in absolute chaos right now. And what just happened to Shedeur Sanders behind closed doors has people questioning everything. Word is spreading through Cleveland like wildfire. Coach Kevin Stefanski has completely kicked Shedeur off the scout team, and now Deion's golden boy isn't even allowed to practice with the scrubs. We're talking about a quarterback who was supposed to be the future, now sitting on the sidelines counting grass, while some nobody named Bailey Zappe is getting his reps. The whispers are getting louder, and what I'm about to tell you about this internal war in Cleveland will blow your mind.
Mainstream media. They're sabotaging Shedeur Sanders. Deion's baby boy wasn't given a chance to succeed. How was he not given a chance? He had a month of training camp. He was given a couple of opportunities in the preseason. Why in the hell would a head coach intentionally sabotage one of his own players? This isn't the California Penal League. This is the NFL. How would it benefit Kevin Stefanski to sabotage one of his rookie quarterbacks?
Out there, and you can rock that. You can say, hey, Bailey know the system. We got veteran guys here to help the rookies. They could paint it any way they want to paint it. But I'm telling you how I feel they gonna paint it is, hey, Bailey came here at the end of the year in 24. He started a game for us. We trust Bailey. We trust Bailey over Shedeur. Now, Bailey ain't by nothing. I watched Bailey's career, y'all. Like, y'all just hearing about Bailey, like when they got Bailey. I watched Bailey out of college. I'm like, oh, okay. Bailey throwing that thing at Houston Baptist. All right. Then he transferred to Western Kentucky, and he throwing it again because he's at two throwing schools. But imagine if you put Shedeur at two. Yes, he threw it at Colorado, but I'm talking about Shedeur throwing at Houston Baptist. They would have ate him up. Shedeur throwing at West Kentucky. They would have ate it up. Come on, man. So now you get Bailey get drafted by, I want to say the Patriots. But that didn't work.
But this is where the mainstream media completely lost their minds and, in my opinion, made everything worse for Shedeur. The overreaction was absolutely insane. Suddenly, every sports talk show, every analyst, every blogger with a platform was screaming about how the Browns were sabotaging Deion's son. They were saying he wasn't given a fair chance, that the coaching staff had it out for him from day one. And you know what? That narrative is complete garbage, and it's actually making things worse for Shedeur. Listen, I'm going to defend the kid here because he deserves it. How exactly was Shedeur not given a chance? The man had an entire month of training camp. He got multiple opportunities in the preseason. He was literally named the starter for a nationally televised game. If that's not getting a chance, then what is? But here's where I think Kevin Stefanski might actually have a point. And I can't believe I'm about to defend a Browns coach, but here we are. Why would any head coach intentionally sabotage one of their own players? This isn't some high school drama where coaches play favorites and hold grudges. This is the NFL. Stefanski's job security depends on winning games, and if Shedeur could help him win, don't you think he'd play him? The real problem here isn't the coaching staff. The real sabotage is coming from somewhere else entirely. And it's something that nobody wants to talk about. The people who are really hurting Shedeur Sanders are the same people who claim to be supporting him, the national media. They have turned this kid into a walking, talking distraction. And if there's one thing every NFL coach hates more than losing, it's distractions. Think about it from Stefanski's perspective for a second. Every single time another quarterback gets a rep ahead of Shedeur, every time Bailey Zappe, who nobody had even heard of 6 months ago, gets to throw a pass in practice, the national media acts like it's some grand conspiracy. They're acting like Kevin Stefanski wakes up every morning thinking, how can I ruin Deion Sanders' son today? And you know what the crazy part is? Shedeur hasn't done anything wrong in all of this. From everything I've seen and heard, he's handled this situation with pure class. He's kept his mouth shut. He's continued to work. He's been professional. The kid deserves credit for that because a lot of players would have already caused problems or demanded a trade. But here's the harsh reality that the national media refuses to accept. It's highly unlikely that Shedeur Sanders sees any meaningful playing time this season. And at this point, with all the drama and distractions surrounding him, it might actually be better for his development if he doesn't. Now, I know that's going to piss off a lot of Deion fans, and trust me, I get it. We all want to see the kid succeed. We all remember watching him ball out at Colorado, and we know he's got talent. But the NFL is different. The politics are different. The pressure is different. And here's something else that nobody wants to talk about. Maybe, just maybe, taking a step back and learning from the sidelines isn't the worst thing for Shedeur right now. We've seen countless examples of young quarterbacks who got thrown into the fire too early and had their confidence destroyed. Maybe sitting behind Deshaun Watson, when he's healthy, and learning the system without all the pressure might actually be beneficial.
20 said, I don't see nobody get him. So now, we just holding Shedeur back for whatever reasons. But it's something look like they said no, boy. It's something look like they said no, boy. God, no. It's like they want to write their own narrative for it. We'll let you see Shedeur when we want to let you see him. Kevin, we all right. You can run it how you want to run it down there. I know Shedeur give you the best chance to win, but just do this for us. We'll tighten your pockets up. You came from money. You good. Your daddy got money for you. Yeah. You good. You good. Just ride this out. Don't even let him sniff the ball. Matter of fact, he ain't even got to come out there to practice. Tell him he can go home.
But the media circus isn't going to let that happen. Every week, we're going to get reports about how Shedeur isn't getting enough reps. Every week, there's going to be some analyst claiming he's being mistreated. And every week, that makes him more of a distraction and less likely to actually get on the field. That it's a vicious cycle. And unfortunately, Shedeur is the one paying the price. That here's what I think is really going on behind the scenes in Cleveland. And this is just my opinion based on everything I've been reading and hearing. There's a power struggle between the front office and the coaching staff about Shedeur's future. Andrew Berry and ownership might still believe in the kid's potential, while Stefanski and his coaches are looking at day-to-day practice performance and seeing something different. And you know what? Both sides might be right. Shedeur might have incredible long-term potential that the coaches aren't seeing. Or the coaches might be seeing fundamental issues that the front office is overlooking because of the name on his jersey. But regardless of who's right, the current situation isn't helping anyone. Shedeur isn't developing by standing on the sidelines. The team isn't getting better by having a distracted locker room. And the fans sure as hell aren't getting entertained by this mess. Oh, what's the solution? Honestly, I think the best thing for everyone involved might be a change of scenery. If the Browns truly don't believe in Shedeur's ability, then trade him to a team that does. Give him a fresh start somewhere without all this baggage and politics and here's a crazy idea. Maybe Kevin Stefanski could actually give the kid some meaningful reps with the second team and see what he can do. Not scout team reps against third stringers, but real opportunities to show his development against legitimate competition. Because at the end of the day, talent is talent. And while Shedeur might not be ready to start in the NFL right now, Completely burying him on the depth chart seems like a waste of potential. But here's what really gets me fired up about this whole situation. The way the media has handled this is absolutely disgraceful. Instead of focusing on Shedeur's development as a player, they've turned him into a victim narrative. Instead of analyzing his actual performance and areas for improvement, they're creating drama where none needs to exist. And the worst part? This media circus is probably making it harder for Shedeur to actually succeed. What coach wants to deal with constant questions about playing time? What coaching staff wants to have their every decision scrutinized and labeled as sabotage? The kid deserves better than this. He deserves to be evaluated on his merit, not on his last name or the media circus surrounding him. He deserves coaches who will develop him without worrying about outside pressure. And he deserves fans who will support his journey without expecting immediate results. Look, at the end of the day, we might never know the full truth about what's happening with Shedeur Sanders in Cleveland. But what we do know is that a talented young quarterback is being buried on a depth chart, and nobody seems to have a clear explanation for why. Whether it's politics, performance, or just bad timing, something needs to change. Because wasting talent, regardless of whose son it is, benefits nobody. What do you think is really going on with Shedeur in Cleveland? Is this coaching staff sabotage, media overreaction, or just the harsh reality of NFL competition? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest takes on the biggest stories in football. We'll be back tomorrow with more content that the mainstream media won't tell you.